E.T. phone home. E.T. phone home. E.T. phone home. He wants to call somebody.
One of the most beloved movies of all time came out in 1982. E.T. the Extraterrestrial was #1 at the box office as we party like it's 1982. Today on the show, little Drew Barrymore, wowee. If you went to any kind of party 40 years ago, you were probably served at least one of these appetizers we're about to show you. And the queen of such things is Stephanie Godke, here with throwback party snacks.
Oh, yeah.
You even found a magazine from 1982.
I did. I've got 1982 Women's Day. Used to be, do you remember them? They were in the checkout line, and they were less than $1. And so you could, but apparently we made Big Jello that year.
Big Jello.
I guess.
1982. Yeah. So there's the Big Jello and other appetizers.
Well, the ones that, if you went to a party in '82, you definitely had the hot chipped beef dip. And it used to come in a little glass, which then your mother would give you your orange juice in. But now they don't have those anymore. So you just get the packaged budding, and we start with cream cheese, and we'll warm it up till it's nice and smooth.
Chipped beef is corned beef.
Yeah,
corned beef?
dried beef. And it's, so budding is the label that I use. And then you're gonna put sour cream and cream cheese. And just like in the olden days, we're gonna add Worcestershire sauce.
The olden days, well, 40 years ago.
I know. And you started when you were 4.
Well,
and I started when I was 20, and so we've, you know.
Steph, it's so wonderful to be on the air. First of all, with you as a good friend, but also that you were around in 1982 as well.
I was. I was home watching you being pregnant.
I work with a whole bunch of people who were not born until way after 1982.
And you know what? It's sad for them because they missed the best stuff. I mean, really.
Were pretty great.
Okay, so you're gonna Worcestershire sauce, horseradish because I like a little heat, and then you add in all of this chopped up.
Here they all are,
beef.
you guys.
Okay, and you do that, and then that's what you've got. You've got the dip there, and there's crackers.
So this is how it ends up looking.
Yep.
Let's try a little of this.
Okay, so dip some of that. Absolutely. Okay. Okay, so then, do you remember when you went to a party and they gave you this, a piece of ham?
These are in again.
Yeah.
Pickle roll-ups.
We call them Minnesota sushi.
That's good.
So you rub the cream cheese on the deli meat, and then you wrap up a dill pickle and you slice it, and so that's why it's called Minnesota sushi.
I love it.
It's really easy to do.
I like those a lot.
I do too. And that was the centerpiece of every party back then. And now you're getting it again because people are understanding it.
It's back because you know there are a lot of people who weren't around then.
Right. And so then if you remember Pigs in a Blanket, everybody would do the crescent. I must have been wrapping everything in crescent rolls.
Everything was a crescent roll. Although crescent rolls are still around that people love, but the Pigs in a Blanket wrapped.
Yeah, wrapped up, and then you took your pig if you wanted to make it fancy.
The pig is a hot dog.
Yeah, the pig is. And if you wanted to make it fancy, what we would do is we would brush on a combination of ranch powdered dressing, which was new. This was new that year.
Isn't that funny? Ranch dressing was new that year.
I know, and it wasn't like you had to make it. I mean, it was this powdered stuff.
Not really bottled yet.
No, no. So then we would put that in butter and then brush that on the outside of the blanket. And the other thing we did with ranch powder is we made this snack mix. Yes. And I took like rice checks and corn checks, and then I took the powdered ranch dressing, butter, and Worcestershire sauce, toss it all together, put it in the oven, and it turns out really tasty.
So this is a Chex Mix with a ranch flavor, because ranch was just coming into its own.
New.
People thought that they were made on Hidden Valley Ranch.
Actually, when I was reading up on it, people thought that there was a ranch in some hidden valley somewhere, and that they were bottling it up in the little kitchen there at the ranch. But it was not. So
it was not to be.
No.
So these savory snacks are back, and of course ranch is gigantic. You know, people dip their pizza in it now and pour ranch on everything.
It is. It's everywhere. I know my grandchildren will eat any vegetable if you dip it in ranch.
Yes.
Anything. I mean, it's just like, I would say it's up there with salsa.
Yes, and ketchup, it's a condiment.
Yeah, it really is. But in the day, we were using it for dips, and salad dressing was kind of the end of the line because we really didn't eat a lot of salad then. If you remember, the lettuce was like iceberg lettuce. That was it.
Wow. You know, you think about 40 years. That's long enough for things to really change.
Right.
Food-wise.
And we were like so young.
Well, I know. Well, we were.
Well, you were. I wasn't.
You were too. You were too. But now I want to tease ahead to what we're going to do. We're going to do this one later.
Okay, so you remember, at the end of the party, we all had a big fondue pot, and boy, that fondue, we got a lot of. But okay, so anymore, fondue is back again, but it doesn't have to be just chocolate. I don't know why you would do nothing but chocolate. I mean, I love chocolate. You love chocolate.
Yeah.
So we're going to make that, and then
we're going to do that.
We're going to talk about some cocktails.
Cocktails
from Mississippi River.
And thanks for finding that magazine, that Woman's Day from 1982.
Yes. Well, it was.
That's some. And there's some headlines on there that would still be headlines today.
Well, except for like. Here's the one, eat whatever you want diet. How's that work?
The eat whatever you want diet.
Yeah, absolutely.
That sells magazines.
Well, it should, but I'll tell you, unless they're chasing you with a car, you're not going to lose weight.
Well, Stephanie has these recipes that she made available to us for the chip beef dip and the pigs in a blanket.
In a ranch blanket.
In a ranch blanket. And the Chex Mix with the ranch, so. So we're going to get together with, again.
And cocktail it up.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Happy anniversary to me.
Oh, to you.
To
yes.
Me.
Yay.
And to all of us celebrating for 1982. We come back in our next half hour, a couple different things. Oh So Sweet by Tiffany, moving to a bigger, even cooler new location in downtown Davenport. So we're going to show you the plans for this. We're going to get in on this big secret. And a new trend in the workplace. It's called quiet quitting, which is something I did not learn to do. It's a kind of backing off from your job without really leaving it officially. We'll check all that out next on PSL.